evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pinkerton Players 2011 production of Fiddler on the Roof. My name is Jeff Scott, and I am the president of the Pinkerton Players. Before we begin, I just have a few house rules. In the rare case of a fire, please exit through the doors located at the sides and the back of the theater. Please take a moment to turn off all electronics. Photos are prohibited during the show. There will be a 15-minute intermission between Acts 1 and 2 where concessions can be bought. Please keep all food and drink outside in the lobby. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Pinkerton Players' last production of Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler on the Roof. Sounds crazy now, but here in our little village of Anatevka, you might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? We stay because Anatevka is our home. How do we keep our balance? That I can tell you in one word. Tradition! We've kept our balance for many, many years. Here in Anatevka, we have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, how to work, how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered. We always wear a little prayer shawl. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition get started? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. And because of our traditions, every one of us knows who he is, what God expects him to do. Day and night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has a right as master of the house to have the final word at home. The papa, tradition, the papa, tradition.
So the way to make a proper home, a quiet home, a kosher home, who must raise a family and run the home, so papa's free to read the holy book. The mama, tradition, the mama, tradition. At 3 I started Hebrew school, at 10 I learned a trade. I hear they picked up right for me, I hope she's pretty. The songs, tradition, the songs, tradition.
And who does Mama teach to mend and tend and fix, preparing me to marry whoever Papa picks?
The
distance, enter the matchmaker.
Avram, I have found the perfect match for your son, a wonderful girl.
Who is it?
Ruchel, the shoemaker's daughter.
Ruchel? But she can hardly see. She is practically blind.
Tell the truth, Avram. Is your son so much to look at? With the way she sees and the way he looks, it's a perfect match.
And Malcolm, the beggar.
Arms for the poor, arms for the poor.
Here, Malcolm, is 1 kopeck.
1 kopeck? But last week you gave me 2 kopecks.
I had a bad week.
You had a bad week. Why should I suffer?
And most important, our beloved Rabbi.
Rabbi, I have a question.
Anything, my son?
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
There is a blessing for everything. May the Lord bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
Then there are the others in our village. They make a much bigger circle. His Honor the Constable, His Honor the Priest, His Honor many others. We don't bother them. And so far, they don't bother us. And among ourselves, we've always got along perfectly well. Of course, was the time when he sold him a horse, but delivered a mule. But it's all settled now. Now we live in simple peace, harmony. Tradition. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the
Mama, where should I put these?
Put them on my head, by the stove, foolish girl. Where's Papa?
She's in the barn milking. When will Papa be home?
Well, it's almost Sabbath night. He worries a lot when he'll be home. All day long, riding on top of his wagon, like a prince.
Mama, you know Papa works hard.
His horse works harder, and you don't have to spend your Papa to me. I know him longer than you. He could drive a person crazy. Grita, bring me some more potatoes. Papa, did you finish milking?
Yes, Mama.
You were reading again? Why does a girl have to read? Will it get her a better husband?
Mama, Yenka's coming. She's down the road. Maybe she's finally found a good match for you, Psycho.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Why does she have to come now? It's almost Sabbath.
Girls, go get washed upstairs. I want to talk to Yenta alone.
Mama, can I go out and play?
You have feet? Go.
Can I go too?
Go too.
But Mama, the men she finds, the last one was so old. He was bald. He had no hair.
A poor girl without a dowry can't be so particular. You want hair? Marry a monkey.
But Mama, I'm not yet 20 years old.
Do you want to tempt the evil eye? To boast about your age? Upstairs, go. Golda, darling. I had to see you because I have such news for you. And not just every day of the week kind of news. Once in a lifetime kind of news. Want that your daughters outside no good. Oy, such a diamond, such jewels. You'll see, Golda. I'll find each one of them a husband. But you shouldn't be so picky. Even the worst husband, God forbid, is better than no husband, God forbid. And who should know better than me? Ever since my husband died, I've been all alone. No one to talk to, nothing to say to anyone. It's no life. Oy. All I do at night is think of him, and even thinking of him gives me no pleasure because, well, you know as well as I. He was not much of a person. Never made a living, everything he touched turned to mud, oy. But still, better than nothing.
Good evening. Is Saito here?
She's busy. You can come back later.
I have something I'd like to say to her.
Later. Model, I thought I heard you. Finish what you were doing. I said later.
All right.
What does that poor little tailor Mottle want with Saito? They have been friends since they were babies together. They talk, they play. They play? What do they play? No, they're just children. From such children come other children, do you know? Mottle,
He's a nothing.
Yenta, you said. Ah, children, children. They are your blessing in your old age. But my Aaron couldn't give you children. Believe me, Golden, he was good as gold. Never raised his voice once to me. But otherwise, he was not much of a man. So what's the use if he never raised his voice to me? But why am I complaining? Other women enjoy complaining. But not Yenta. Not every woman in the world is a Yenta. So, Golda, I must be off. I have to prepare my poor salutation. And it was a pleasure. You said you had news for me. I am losing my head. One day it will fall off altogether, and a horse will kick it into the bend. And goodbye, Yenta. Of course, the news is about Laser Wolf, the butcher. A good man, a fine man. I don't have to tell you he's well off. But he's lonely, the poor man. You understand, of course you do. So, to make it short, out of the whole town, he's cast his eye on Saito. My Saito? No, the Tsar's Saito. Of course you're Saito. Such a match for my Saito. But Tevye wants a learned man. He doesn't like Laser. Listen to me, Golda. Send Tevye to him. Don't tell him what it's about. Let Laser discuss it himself. He's a good man, a wealthy man. True, true. So you will tell me how it went, and you don't have to thank me because, besides the rent, which Laser will pay, it gives me such satisfaction making people happy. What better satisfaction is there? So, goodbye, Golda, and you're welcome. What did she want, Mama? But I want you to know, I'll tell you. Finish washing the floor.
I wonder if Yenta's found a husband for you. I'm not interested for Yenta to find me a husband. Not unless it's Motto the tailor.
I didn't ask you. We'll sight till you're the oldest. She has to bring a match for you before she can bring one for me.
And after her one for me.
So if Yenta's found you
Oh,
on
Yenta!
well, somebody has to arrange the matches. Young people can't decide these things for themselves.
She might bring someone wonderful.
Someone interesting and well off and important. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me, catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. For Papa, make him a scholar, or Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own.
Since when are you interested in a match, Hava? I thought you just had your eye on your books. And you had your eye on the rabbi's son. Well, why not? We only have one rabbi, and he only has one son. So why shouldn't I want the best? Because you're a girl from a poor family, so whatever Yenta brings, you'll take, right?
Of course, right!
Oh, Papa, have I made a match for you? He's handsome, he's young. Right, he's 62, but he's a nice man. Oh, good catch, true, true. I promise you'll be happy and keep it in your mouth. There's more to life than that. Don't ask me what. I found him. Oh, you wait till I'm bride. He's handsome, he's tall, and he's from side to side. He's a nice man. Oh, good catch, right? Right. I promise you'll be happy and keep it in your mouth. There's more to life than that. Ask me what? Do you think you get nice? Well, I do the best I can. With no dowry, no money, no family, that's right. Be glad you've got a
Matchmaker, matchmaker, you know that I'm still very young. Please take your time.
God. Did you have to make a poor old horse lose his shoe just before the Sabbath? Wasn't very nice. It's enough you pick on me, Ted. Bless him with 5 daughters, a life of poverty. But what have you got against my horse? Sometimes I think when things are too quiet up there, you say to yourself, what kind of mischief can I play on my old friend Ted?
So, you're finally here, my friend.
I'll talk to you later.
Where's your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith's for the Sabbath.
Hurry up. The sun won't wait for you. And I have something to say to you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We've got this sickness already. I'm not really complaining. After all, with your help, I'm starving to death. Oh Lord, you've made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor. But it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bong. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty-bitty-rich, idle-diddle-diddle-diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with a real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each loud but-a-gee, but-a-go, but-a-gee, but-a-ga would land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. Boy, if I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty-bitty-bitch, idle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle, I'd see my wife, my daughter, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I'd see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to follow me. They'll ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the wise. If you please, Rebetarian, pardon me, Rebetarian, causing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. And it wouldn't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really my lap to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I discuss their holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day, and that would be the sweetest thing of all. If I come to the chat, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man? Revodka had a little accident with my horse.
Tevye, you didn't bring the rabbi's order.
I know, Rebendel.
Tevye, you forgot my order for the Sabbath.
This is bigger news than the plague in Odessa.
Talking about news, there has been terrible news in the outside world. Just see, it's terrible.
What is it? What does it say?
In a village called Khzhenka, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave.
For what reason?
It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land. Maybe there was a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Amen.
Why can't you ever bring us any good news?
I only read it. It was an edict from the authorities.
May the authorities start itching in places that they can't reach.
Amen.
Why do you curse them? What good does your cursing do? You stand around and curse and chatter and don't do anything. You'll all chatter your way to the grave.
Excuse me. You're not from this village.
No, I'm not.
And where are you from?
Kiev. I was a student at the university.
The university. Tell me, is that where you learn to disrespect your elders?
That is where I learned that there is more to life than talk. You should know what's going on in the outside world.
Why should I break my neck over the outside world? Let them break their own necks. Well said.
He's right. As the good book says, if you spit in the air, it lands in your face.
That's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the world.
He's right.
He's right, and he's right. They can't both be right.
You know, you are also right.
He is right. He's still wet behind the ears. Good sack, Tevye.
What's up?
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Tevye, the rabbi's order, my cheese.
Of course. So you're from Kiev, right?
Hurt.
You're a newcomer. As Abraham said, I am a stranger in a strange land.
Moses said that.
Forgive me. As King David put it, I am slow of speech, slow of tongue.
That was also Moses.
For a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot.
And the cheese.
Here, have a piece.
I have no money, and I am not a beggar.
No, it's a blessing for me to be.
Very well. For your sake.
Thank you. You know, it's no crime to be poor.
In this world, it is the rich who are the criminals. Someday their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice if they would agree. I would agree.
And who will make this miracle come to pass?
People. Ordinary people.
Like you?
Like me.
Nonsense.
And until your golden day comes, Red Perchik, how will you live?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have any children?
I have 5 daughters.
5.
Daughters.
Girls should learn too. Girls are people.
Ha! A radical!
I would be willing to teach them. Open their minds to great thoughts.
What great thoughts?
Well, the Bible has many lessons for our time.
I am a very poor man. Food for lessons? Good. Then stay with us for the Sabbath. Now, we don't eat like pigs, but we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
And where does the good book say that?
It doesn't say that exactly, but somewhere it has something about a chicken. Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath, children.
Good Sabbath, Papa.
Children, this is Perchik. Perchik, this is my oldest daughter, Zygon.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
You have a very pleasant daughter.
I have 5 pleasant daughters. This is mine. 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 This is not mine. Perchik, this is Monte Carlo.
So, you did me a favor and came in.
This is also mine. Oh, this is Perchik. He's spending the Sabbath with us. He is a teacher. Would you like to take lessons from him?
I am a really good teacher. A very good teacher.
I heard once that a rabbi who must praise himself has a congregation of 1.
Your daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
The wit she gets from me. As the good book says,
The good book can wait, get lost.
the tongue she gets from her mother.
Mother, you're all speaking perhaps? Of course. Another blessing. Hold on, have to take the girls upstairs and get washed. Please put the girls on the Sabbath. So I don't get the tablecloth for my clothesline.
Model can help me.
You can wash outside of the bed. Tevya? Tevya? Tevya! Tevya, I have something to say to you.
Why should today be any different?
Tevya, I have to tell you.
I am praying.
Blazer Wolf wants to see you.
Butcher? About what?
I don't know. Only he says it is important.
What can be important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After the Sabbath, see him. Talk to him.
Talk about what? If he's thinking about buying my new milk cow, he can forget it.
Tevya, don't be an ox. A man sends an important message. At least you can talk to him.
Talk about what? He wants to buy my new milk cow.
Talk to him.
All right. After the Sabbath, I will talk to him.
Model, Yenta was here.
I know, but don't
Model,
worry.
if they decide on someone, there will be a match, and then it'll be too late for us.
Don't worry, Saito. I have found someone who will sell me his used sewing machine. So in a couple of weeks, I'll have saved up enough money to buy it, and then your father will be impressed with me.
A few weeks might be too late.
But what else can we do?
You can ask my father for my hand tonight. Now!
Why should he consider me now? I'm just a poor tailor.
And I'm just the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
Saito, if your father says no, that's it. It's final. He'll yell at me.
Model!
I'm just a poor tailor.
Model, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
That's true.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right. I'll talk to him.
Where is everybody? Late.
Reptavia.
1 second, Martin. Percy, come in. We're lighting the candles.
Reptavia.
1 second, Martin. Children, the candles.
Reptavia.
What is it, Martin? Well, Martin, what is it?
Good Sabbath, Reptavia.
Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath. Keep them from the stranger's way.
please, our lord. Bring me your best brandy and 2 glasses.
Your best brandy, Red Lazar?
What's the occasion? You getting ready for a party or something?
Maybe a party. Maybe even a wedding.
A wedding? Wonderful! And you know I will be more than happy to lead the dancing, make it merry, for a small fee, naturally.
Naturally, a wedding is no wedding without you and your fee, Redmond.
Good evening. Vodka, schnapps, vodka. Right away.
Good evening.
Good evening, Xavier.
What are you doing here so early?
He wants to buy my milk car.
Good evening, Red Lazar.
Yeah. Sit down, have a drink.
Won't insult you by saying no.
How goes it with you, Tevye?
How should it go?
You're right.
And you?
The same.
I am sorry to hear that.
How is your brother-in-law in America?
Oh, I believe he is doing very well.
Oh, you won't know.
Not me.
Then how do you know?
If he was doing badly, he would write. Yeah.
Tevye, I suppose you know why I wanted to see you.
Yes, I do, Red Lazar.
But there's no use talking. Why not?
Why, yes. Why should I get rid of her?
Well,
Tevye.
would have a few more without her.
Oh, I see. So today you want 1. Tomorrow, you might want 2.
2? What would I do with 2?
The same as you do with 1.
Tevye, this is very important to me.
Why is this so important to you?
Frankly, because I am lonely.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Don't you know?
We're talking about my new milk cow, the one you want to buy from me.
A milk cow! A milk cow! So I won't be lonesome?
What is so funny?
I was talking about your daughter Saito.
Saito?
Of course your daughter Saito. I see her in my butcher shop every Thursday. She has made a very good impression on me. I like her. And as for me, Tevye, as you know, I'm pretty well off. I've got a good house, a store, a servant. Tevye, why do we have to try to impress each other? Why can't we just shake hands and call it a match? And you won't be the dowry for her. Maybe you'll find something in your own purse, too.
Shame on you, shame! What do you mean by my purse? My daughter Saito is not the kind I would sell for money.
All right. Just as you said, we won't talk about money. The main thing is, let's just get it done with. And I will be good to her, Tevye. I like her. What do you think?
What do I think? What do I think? I've never liked him. Oh, sure, you can have a fine conversation with him. If you talk about kidneys and livers. On the other hand, not every man has to be a scholar. If you're wealthy enough, no one will call you stupid. With a butcher, my daughter will surely never know hunger. But he has a problem. He's much older than her. That's her problem. But she is much younger than him. That's his problem. I've always thought of him as a butcher. But I misjudged him. He's a good man. He likes her. He will try to make her happy. What do I think? It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
Oh, Tevye, that's wonderful! Let's drink on it.
Why not? To you.
No, my friend, to you.
To the both of us.
To our agreement.
To our agreement. To our prosperity. To our good health and happiness. And most important, to life, L'chaim, to life. Here's to the father I'm trying to be. Here's to my bride to be. Drink L'chaim, to life, L'chaim. L'chaim, to life. Life has a way of confusing us, pressing and bruising us. Drink L'chaim to life. God would like us to be joyful, even when our hearts lie panting on the floor. How much more can we be joyful when there's something to be joyful for? To life, L'chaim. To cycle, my daughter, my wife. It gives you something to think about, something to drink about. Drink L'chaim. Drinks for everybody! Yeah! For the occasion! I'm taking myself a bride! Let me smell this cycle! You
celebration. Gideon is marrying off his oldest daughter. After the marriage, the way we will be related. You will be my Papa. Papa, come here. I've always wanted a son. Only one, little bit younger than myself. May I offer my congratulations, Daddy? Thank you, Your Honor. Oh, Teddy, I have a piece of news that I think I should tell you as a friend. Yes, Your Honor? I'm giving you this news because I like you. You are a decent, honest person, even though you are a Jewish dog. Thank you, Your Honor. How often does a man get a compliment like that? And your news. We have received orders that sometime soon this district is to have a little unofficial demonstration. Pogrom? Here? No, just a little unofficial demonstration. How little? Not too serious. Just some mischief. So that if an inspector comes through, he will see that we have done our duty. Personally, I do not know why there has to be this trouble between people. But I thought that I should tell you, and you can tell the others. Thank you, Your Honor. You're a good man. And, if I may say so, it's too bad you're not a Jew. That's what I like about you, Didier. Always joking. And congratulations again for your daughter. Thank you. Dear Paul, do you have to send me news like that today of all days? No, I know. We are the chosen people. But once in a while, couldn't you choose someone else? Anyway, thank you for sending a husband for my side. That's enough. Now Laban had two daughters, Leah and the beautiful Rachel. And Jacob loved the younger, Rachel, and he asked Laban for her hand. Laban agreed, if Jacob would work for him for 7 years.
Was Laban a mean man?
He was an employer. Now, after Jacob had worked for him for 7 years, do you know what happened? Laban fooled him and gave him his ugly daughter, Leah. So in order to marry Rachel, Jacob was forced to work another 7 years. You see, children, the Bible clearly teaches us we must never trust an employer. Do you understand?
Yes, Richard. Yes, Richard.
Now let's continue with our next lesson.
Papa, is enough yet?
No, Mama.
Then enough lessons for today. We have to do Papa's work now. How long can asleep. He staggered home last night. Fell into bed like a dead man. Couldn't get a word out of him. Girls, come bring those in the house. Call me when Papa gets up.
That was a very interesting lesson, Perchik.
Do you think so?
Yes. But I don't think the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
And neither, I suppose, would the rabbi's son?
My little sisters have big toes.
And what do you know about him, except that he is the rabbi's son? Would you be so interested in him if he were the shoemaker's son, or the tinsmith's son?
At least I know this. He doesn't have any strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Certainly. Any new idea would be strange to you. Remember, the Lord said, "Let there be light."
Yes, but he was not speaking to you personally.
You have spirit, even a little intelligence, perhaps.
Thank you.
But what good is your brain? Without curiosity, it is a rusty tool. Good day, Hop.
We have an old custom here. A boy acts respectfully to a girl. But of course that is far too traditional for an advanced thinker like yourself.
Our traditions, nothing must change. Everything is perfect exactly the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing all over but here. Here men and women must keep apart. Men study, women in the kitchen. Boys and girls must not touch, should not even look at each other.
Well, I am looking at you.
You are very brave. Do you know that in the city, boys and girls can be affectionate without permission of a matchmaker? They hold hands together. They even dance together. New dances like this. I learned it in Kiev. Do you like it?
It's very nice.
You've just changed your old custom.
Yes. Well, you're welcome. I mean, thank you. Good day, Perchik.
Damn.
Jürgen, Sprinze,
Hello, Papa.
Order. Where is Cycle?
She's in the barn.
Call her out. Reperchin, how did the lesson go today?
I think we made a good beginning.
Ah, he's finally up. What happened last night? Besides you drinking like a peasant, did you see Les Wolf? Well, what did he say? What did you say?
Patience, woman, patience. As the good book says, good news will stay, bad news will refuse to leave. There is another.
You could die from such a man.
Cycle, my lad, come here. You are to be congratulated. You are getting married.
Married? What do you mean, Papa?
Les Wolf has asked for your hand.
I knew it. The butcher? My heart told me this is our lucky day. Oh, dear God, I thank thee. I thank thee.
Oh, Cycle, what do you say?
Well, what can she say? My firstborn, a bride. And then you grow old with him in fortune and honor. Not like Fruma Sarah, that first wife of his. She was a bitter woman. May she rest in peace. Not like mine, son. And now I must go thank Yenta, my firstborn, a bride, a bride.
Mazel tov.
You call that a mazel tov? And you, Red Pershing, aren't you going to congratulate her?
Congratulations, Saito, for getting a rich man.
Again with the rich. What is wrong with being rich?
It is no reason to marry. Money is the world's curse.
Then may the Lord smite me with it. May I never recover. Saito knows I'm thinking of welfare. Am I right, Saito?
Yes, Papa.
There, you see?
I see. I see very well.
Well, Saito, why are you so silent? Aren't you happy with this blessing? What is wrong? Tell me.
I don't want to marry him, Papa. I can't marry him, Papa. I can't.
What do you mean you can't? If I say you will, then you will.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything, Papa. I'll take stitches, I'll hoe rocks. I'll hire myself out as a servant, Papa. Just don't make me marry him, please.
What is wrong with Lazar? He likes you.
I will be unhappy with him, Papa. Papa, please don't make me marry him. I'll be unhappy all my days.
But we made an agreement. And with us, an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important than I am, Papa? Please, Papa, don't force me. I'll be unhappy all my days.
All right. I won't force you.
Papa, thank you.
It seems it was not ordained that you should have all the comforts of life, or that we should have a little joy in our old age. After all our hard work.
Practically, may I speak to you?
Later, Martin, later.
I would like to speak to you.
Not now, Martin, I have problems.
Well, that's what I want to speak to you about. I think I can help.
Certainly, like a bandage can help a corpse. Goodbye, Martin, goodbye. All right. Let me talk. Talk.
I hear you're arranging a match for Saito.
He also has ears.
I have a match for Saito.
What kind of a match?
A perfect fit.
Perfect fit?
Like a glove.
Like a glove?
This match was made exactly to measure.
Perfect fit, made to measure. Stop talking like a tailor and tell me who it is.
Please don't shout at me, Antonio.
All right. All right. Who is it?
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 It's me. Myself.
Him? Himself? Either you're completely out of your mind or you're crazy. You must be crazy. Arranging a match for yourself. What are you? Everything? The bridegroom, the matchmaker, the guests all rolled into one? I suppose you'll even want to perform the ceremony. You must be crazy!
Please don't shout at me, Raptaria. As for being my own matchmaker, I know it's a little unusual.
Unusual? It's crazy!
Well, you see, the thing is, your daughter Saito and I gave each other our pledge more than a year ago that we would marry.
You gave each other a pledge.
Yes, Papa. We gave each other our pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. You gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do they think they are? America? What do you think you're doing, you stitcher? You nothing! Who do you think you are? King Solomon? This isn't the way it's done. Not here, not now. Some things I cannot, I will not allow. must be arranged by the copper. Things can never be changed. One at a time I pull out the prop, and where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Do I have something to say about my daughter anymore? Or does no one have to ask their father?
Well, I have wanted to ask you for some time, Rotevia, but first I wanted to save up for a new sewing machine.
Stop talking nonsense. You're just a poor tailor.
That's true, Reptevia, but even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you, Reptevia, your daughter will not starve.
He is beginning to talk like a man. But what kind of match would that be with a poor tailor? On the other hand, he's an honest, hard worker. On the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things cannot get worse for him. They can only get better. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him. She wants him. And look at my daughter's eyes. So hopeful. Tradition! Very well, children. When shall we make the wedding?
Oh, thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. You won't be sorry, Reptevia, I promise.
I won't be sorry. I'm sorry already.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. We pledged our truth. Modern children. Oh, Golden. What can I tell Golden? What can I do about Golden? Help!
Bottle, you were wonderful.
It was a miracle! It was a miracle! Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a Daniel once again, stood by his side, and miracle of miracles, walked him through the lion's den. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. I was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made a wall fall down. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today. Oh, wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around, and miracle of miracles, led him to the promised land. When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle! When God made the mannas of the wilderness, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one that I thought would never be. God has given you to me.
Wolf's first wife, Frumasera. She was here a minute ago.
Tevye, what's the matter with you? Frumasera has been dead for years. You must have been dreaming. Tell me what you dreamt, and I'll tell you what it meant.
It was terrible.
Tell me.
All right. Only don't be frightened.
Tell me.
All right. To warn you. This was my dream. In the beginning, I dreamt we were having a celebration of some kind. Everyone we knew was there, and musicians too. In the middle of the dream, it was your grandmother Saito. May she rest in peace.
Grandmother Saito. How did she look?
Well, for a woman who was dead for 30 years, she looked very good. Naturally, I went up to greet her. She said to me,
A blessing on your head.
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
To see a daughter wed.
mazel tov.
I'm such a son-in-law, like no one ever saw. The tailor Mottle can soil. Mottle? A worthy boy is he,
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
of pious family.
mazel tov.
He named him after mine, dear Uncle Mordecai, the tailor Mottle can soil.
The tailor? She must have heard wrong. She meant a butcher.
you must have heard wrong, Grandma. There's no tailor.
What?
You mean a butcher, Grandma. By the name of there's a wolf.
But we announced it already. We made a bargain with the butcher.
But we announced it, Grandma, to our neighbors. We made a bargain, Grandma, with the butcher as a wolf. He's a butcher. His name is as a wolf. And what I can
Who is this? Who is this? Who comes here? Much more is this? My right to say you're shaken. Could it be? Sure, yes it could. Why not? Who could be mistaken? It's a butcher's wife come from beyond the grave. It's a butcher's dear darling, you hearted wife. From a Sarah, from a Sarah, from a Sarah, from a Sarah, Living I have, turn a key, the very Set to learn
It was an evil spirit. May it fall into the river. May it sink into the earth. That's a dark and horrible dream. To think it was brought on by that butcher. My grandmother Saito, may she rest in peace, took the trouble to come to us from the other world to tell us about the tailor. All we can say is that it is for the best and couldn't possibly be any better. Amen.
Amen.
A blessing on my head, mazel tov, mazel tov. Like Grandma Saito said, mazel tov, mazel tov. We'll have a son in law like no one ever saw. The tailor mazel comes oil.
We haven't got the man
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
we had when we began.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
But since your grandma came, she'll marry what's his name?
The tailor mazel comes oil.
The tailor Martin comes on. The tailor Martin comes on. The tailor Martin comes on.
Bagels, fresh bagels.
Did you hear the news? Did you hear? Ted Saito is marrying Motto, and I'll place our role. Oh,
Saito is married.
yes.
What's all the excitement?
Champion Saito's going to marry you.
Yes, Saito, lays our wolf, the butcher.
Oh, Montel, the tailor.
Martin, the tail.
Yes.
That's terrible.
Hey, come, congratulate him.
Mazel tov, Martin.
Imagine, Saito's marrying Motto? I can't believe it. What's wrong with my son Motto? Excuse me, Shandao. Mazel tov.
It's laser.
Lisa, do you have a wedding dress for me to wear?
Lisa really ordered a hat, but it's not cheap.
I got his bride, I can get his hat. Come on, I'll show you. Oh, Hava, can you watch the shop for a few minutes?
Of course.
I'll be right back. Thank you, Hava.
Come on, come.
Thank you.
Mazel tov. All right, stop it.
Now what's the matter with
Just
you?
stop it.
Listen here, Fienka.
Goodbye, Sacha. I said goodbye. I'm sorry about that. They mean no harm.
Don't they? Is there something you want?
Yes, I'd like to talk to you.
I'd rather not.
I often see with the booksellers. Not many girls in this village like to read. Would you like to borrow my book? It's very good.
No, thank you.
Why? Because I am not Jewish. Do you feel about us the same way they feel about you? I didn't think you would.
What do you know about me?
Well, let me tell you about myself. I'm a pleasant fellow, charming, honest, ambitious, quite bright, and very modest.
I don't think you should be talking this way.
I often do things that I shouldn't. Go ahead, take the book. It is by Henry Heine. Happens to be Jewish. And
That doesn't matter.
you're quite right. Good. After you return it, I will ask you how you like it. And we can talk about it for a while. And we can talk about life and about how we feel. It can all turn out quite pleasant.
Oh, Fiedka, can I do something for you?
No. Thank you.
Oh, you forgot your book.
No! That's mine.
Thank you, Hop.
Good day.
Good day.
Fiedka.
Good day, Fiedka.
words of wisdom can I give them? How can I help to ease their way?
Now they must learn from one another, day by day.
They look so natural to
my friends, we are gathered here to share the joy of the newlyweds. Motto and Seitel. May they live together in peace to a ripe old age. Amen.
Amen.
And of course, our beloved Rabbi. May he be with us for many, many years. Amen. Now, I'd like to announce that the bride's parents are giving the newlyweds the following. Let's see. A new feather bed. New goose pillows. Yes, goose pillows. And last but not least, new candlesticks. Now, let us not in our joy tonight forget those who are no longer with us, eh? Our dear departed, who lived in pain, in poverty, and hardship, and who died in pain, and poverty, and hardship. But enough tears. Let us be joyful and content, like our good friend Lazar Wolf, who has everything in the world, except a bride, of course. But Lazar has no ill feelings, of course. In fact, he told me that he has a gift for the newlyweds that he would like to announce himself. Come, Lazar.
He is right. I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. I have given the newlyweds 5 chickens. 5 chickens for the first 5 Sabbaths of their wedding life.
Rev Lazar, you're a decent man. The name of my daughter and her new husband is Sita. I accept your gift. Now there is a famous
Heavier. I'm not marrying your daughter. I don't have to listen to your saying.
If you would listen, I was only going to say...
Why should I listen to you? A man who breaks an agreement.
Reverends are not in the middle of a wedding.
I have a right to talk.
What's right? It's not your wedding. It should have been.
Reverends, don't shame their Kevin and his daughter.
But he saved me and for the whole village. Stop! Wait!
Rabbi, say something. I say, let us all sit down.
You all heard the wise words of the rabbi.
Now, I would like to sing a very special song that I saved for just this
And you can keep your diseased chickens! Once a butcher, always his
My grandfather came to me from the grave and told me that her grandmother was a big liar.
Quiet! What's all the screaming about? They drank on an agreement aside. It's all nonsense. Zancha wanted to marry Mottel and not Lazar!
A young girl decide for herself?
Why not? Yes, they love each other.
Terror! He's a radical!
And what happens to the matchmaker?
Guido! Sit down.
Musicians, play something. Everyone dance. It's a wedding.
Some heaven.
to dance at a wedding.
But with a girl?
This is what you get for bringing a madman to your house.
He's not a madman. His ideas are different, but
It's a sin.
It's no sin. Ask the rabbi. Ask.
well,
Rabbi,
Well, it is not forbidden.
there you see, it's not forbidden.
And it's no sin. Now who will dance with you?
Rabbi, you can say
It's only a dance, Mama.
Play.
She's dancing with a man. I can see she's dancing with a man.
And I would dance with my wife. Go there. Go there. have my orders. Only orders. Well, what are you all standing around for? Clean up! Clean up. Quite a dowry you gave my daughter Cycle at her wedding. Was that necessary? Anyway, Cycle and Mottle have been married for almost 2 months. They work very hard and they're as poor as synagogue mice. But they're both so happy, they don't realize how miserable they are. Mottle keeps talking about a sewing machine. I know you're very busy, Carl. Wars, revolutions, floods, plagues, all those little things that bring people to you. But couldn't you take a second away from your catastrophes and get it for it? That'd be so much trouble. Oh, and while you're in the neighborhood, my horse has left a leg. I bother you too much, I'm sorry. As the good book said. Why should I tell you what the good book says, eh?
Please don't be upset, Mom.
Why should I be upset? If you must leave, you must.
I do have to. They expect me in Kiev tomorrow morning.
So you told me. Then goodbye.
Great changes are about to take place in this country. Tremendous changes. But they can't happen by themselves.
So naturally you feel that you personally
Not
have to
only me. Many people. Jews, Gentiles, many people hate what is going on. Don't you understand?
I understand, of course. You want to leave. Then goodbye, Kerchik.
Papa, your father, the others here, think what happened at Zydel's wedding was a little cloudburst and it's over and everything will now be peaceful again. It won't. Horrible things are happening all over the land. Pogroms, violence, whole villages are being emptied of their people. And it's reaching everywhere. And it will reach here. You understand?
Suppose I do.
I have work to do. The greatest work a man can do.
Then goodbye, Kerchik.
Before I go, there is a certain question I wish to discuss with you.
Yes?
A political question.
What is it?
The question of marriage.
This is a political question.
In a theoretical sense, yes. The relationship between a man and woman known as marriage is based on mutual needs, a common attitude and philosophy towards society which...
And affection.
And affection. This relationship has positive social values. It reflects a unity and solidarity between the families that...
And affection.
Yes. And I personally am in favor of it. Do you understand?
Yes. I think you're asking me to marry you.
In a theoretical sense, yes, I am.
I was hoping you were.
Then I take it you approve, and we can consider ourselves engaged, even though I'm going away? I am very happy, Harlan. Very happy.
So am I, Kerchik. What's the matter?
I used to tell myself that I had everything, but that was only half true. I had an aging life, and that was everything, but now I even have you. I have something that I would die for, someone that I can live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. I used to wonder, could there be a wife to share such a difficult, wandering kind of
It
life?
was only out of sight, waiting right here.
Who knows tomorrow where our home will be?
I'll be with you and that's home enough for me.
Everything is right at hand, simple and clean. I have something that I could die for, someone that I can live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. It will be a hard life, Papa.
But it will be less hard if we live together.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Reptilia. I have some bad news. I must leave this place.
When?
Right away.
I am sorry to hear that, Perchick. We'll all miss you.
But I also have some good news. You can congratulate me.
Congratulations. What for?
We're engaged.
Engaged?
Yes, Papa, we're engaged.
No, you're not. I know. You like him and he likes you. But you're going away and you are staying here. So, have a nice trip, Perchick. We'll all miss you, and my answer is no.
Please, Papa, you don't understand.
No, I understand. I gave my permission to mortal and cycle, so you feel you also have a right. I'm sorry, Perchick. I like you, but you're going away. So, go in good health. My answer is still no.
You don't understand, Papa.
No! You're not listening. I said no. I'm sorry, Hodel, but we'll have to find someone else for you. Here in Anatevka.
Reptilia,
What is it?
we are not asking for your permission, only for your blessing. We are going to get married.
You're not asking for my permission?
We would like your blessing, Papa.
I can't believe my own ears. My blessing? For what? For going over my head. Impossible. And it's with cycle and mortal. They asked me, they begged me, but now if I like it or not, you'll marry him. So what do you want from me? Go on, be wed, and tear out my beard and uncover my head. Tradition. They're not even asking permission from their papa. What's happened to the tradition? One little time I pull out the thread, and where has it led? Where has it led? Where has it led? To this? A man tells me he is getting married. He doesn't ask me, he tells me. But first he abandons
He
her.
is not abandoning me, Papa.
As soon as I can, I will send for her and marry her. I love her.
He loves her. Love. It's a new style. On the other hand, our old ways were once new, were they not? But they decided without parents, without a matchmaker. After all, did Adam and Eve have a matchmaker? Yes, they did. So it appears that these two have the same matchmaker, no? They're going over my head, unheard of, absurd. For this they want to be blessed, unthinkable. I'll lock her up in her room. I couldn't. I should. Look in my daughter's eyes. She loves him. Tradition! Very well, children. You have my blessing and my permission.
Thank you, Papa. You don't know how happy this makes me.
What else could I do?
Thank you, Papa.
What will I tell your mother? Another dream?
Perhaps if you told her something, that I am going away to visit a rich uncle, something like that.
Please, Perchick, I can handle my own wife. Golden, Golden. What can I tell Golden? Not another dream. She's onto that one. What if I claim I was ill? Say I was delusional. I do not remember a thing. Golden. Hello, Golden. I've I've just been talking to Perchik and Otto.
Well,
They seem to be very fond of each other.
well,
Well, I have decided to give them my permission to become engaged, but I have to see a man about a chicken.
just like this? Without even asking me?
Who asks you? I'm the father!
And who is he? A pauper. He has nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I wouldn't say that. I hear he has a rich uncle, a very rich uncle. Oh, Perchik is a good man. I like him. He's a little bit crazy, but I like him. What's more important, Hoddle loves him. Hoddle loves him, Golden. So what can we do? It's a new world. A new world. Love. Golden. Do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you? With our daughters getting married and there's trouble in the town. You're upset, you're worn out. Go inside, go lie down. Maybe it's indigestion.
No, Goldie, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me?
You're a fool.
No. But do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well,
For 25 years I've washed your clothes, cooked your meat, cleaned your house, given you children, milked the cow. After 25 years, why talk about love right now?
Golden, the first time I met you was on our wedding day. I was scared. I was nervous.
So was I.
But my father and my mother said we learned to love each other. And now I'm asking Golden, do you love me?
I'm your wife.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well,
For 25 years I've lived with him, thought with him, starved with him. 25 years my blood is his. If that's not love, what is?
then you love me.
I suppose I do.
And I suppose I love you too. It doesn't change a thing. But even so, after 25 years, it's nice to
Cycle, darling. Yes, well, I just saw your sister Hava with that Fiedka. That's not the first time I've seen them together.
You saw Hava with Fiedka?
Would I make it up? Oh, and Saito, I happened to be at the post office today, and the postman said there was a letter there for your sister Hava.
Oh, thank you. I'll go get it.
I've got it. It's from her intended, Perch.
Oh, thank you. She's been waiting for one. But it's open.
Well, it happens to be open. Oh, Rivka, I have such news for you. Remember Perchik, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding? He danced with Tevia's daughter, Hoddle? Well, I've just heard he's been arrested in Kiev.
a court check? Who started all the trouble? Well, I just heard from someone who should know that Gold has been arrested, Huddle's gone to jail, Models been production, Tempest acting strange, Sprinkler has music, Pierre has the blows.
And that will come from men and women dancing together.
You'll have to wait for the train and I'll be late for your customers.
Just a few more minutes. Is he in bad trouble, that hero of yours? Arrested and convicted?
Yes, but he did nothing wrong. He cares nothing for himself. Everything he does is for humanity.
If he did nothing wrong, he wouldn't be in trouble.
Papa, how can you say that? What wrongs did Joseph do, and Abraham and Moses? And they had troubles.
Why won't you tell me where he is now, this Joseph of yours?
Because it is far, Papa. Terribly far. It's in a settlement in Siberia.
Siberia? And he asks you to leave your father and mother and join him in that frozen wasteland?
No, he did not ask me to go. I want to go. I don't want him to be alone. I want to help him in his work. It is the greatest work a man can do, Papa. How can I hope to make you understand why I do what I do? Why I must travel to a distant land, far from the home I love. Once I was happily content to be as I was, where I was, close to the people who are close to me, here in the home I love. Who could see that a man would come who would change the shape of my dreams? Breathless now I stand with him, watching older dreams grow dim. Oh, what a melancholy choice this is, wanting home, wanting him, closing my heart to every hope but his, leaving the home I love. There where my heart has settled long ago, I must go, I must go. Who could imagine I'd be wandering so far from the home I love? Yet there with my love, I'm home.
My child will be there to perform a marriage, there in the wilderness.
I promise you, Papa, we will be married under an academy.
No doubt a rabbi or two was also arrested. Well, give him my regards, this Moses of yours. I always liked him. Tell him I rely on his honor to treat my daughter well. Tell him that.
Papa, God alone knows when we will see each other again.
his hands.
See that she dresses warm.
There's a new arrival at Buckles and Cycles.
A new arrival? I must go congratulate them.
Did you hear the good news? There's a new arrival at Buckles and Cycles.
Really? Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Shonda, where are you running to? To my son Marshall. There's a new arrival there. On top. You got it!
I got it!
Oh, it's beautiful!
I know!
Have you tried it yet?
Oh, look.
Oh, beautiful!
I know! And you see how close and even the stitches are?
Beautiful.
From now on, all our clothes will be machine-made. No more handmade clothes.
Oh, Rabbi, look, my new sewing machine.
Rabbi, is there a blessing for a sewing machine?
There is a blessing for everything. Baruch Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Uri Briah. Sewing machine. Amen.
And the baby? How is the baby? He's wonderful, Mama.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Fiedka.
I came for the shirt.
It's ready.
We got a new sewing machine.
I see. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day.
How does it work?
Oh, it's really an amazing thing. You see, you work with both your hands and your feet.
I will, but I'm afraid.
Ava, let me talk to your father.
No, that would be the worst thing. I'm sure of it.
Just let me try.
No, I will talk to him. I promise.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Good day.
Good day. What were you and he talking about?
Nothing. We were just talking. Papa, Fiedka and I have known each other for a long time.
Much happier if you two would remain friends from a distance.
Let's not forget who you are. Who that man is.
He has a name, Papa.
Of course, all creatures on the earth have a name.
Fietka is not a creature, Papa. Fietka is a man.
Who says that he isn't? It's just that he's a different kind of man. As the good book says, each shall seek his own kind. Which means a bird may love a fish. Where would they build a home?
The world is changing, Papa.
No! Some things do not change for us. Some things will never change.
We don't feel that way.
We?
Fietka and I. We want to be married.
Out of your mind? Do you know what this means, marrying outside of the faith?
But Papa!
No, Mama! I said no! Never talk of this again. Never see that man again. Never mention his name again. Never! Do you understand me?
Yes, Papa. I understand.
You're finally here? Let's go home. It's time for supper.
Want to see Motto's new machine?
See it another time. It's late.
Quiet, woman, before I get angry. And when I get angry, even flies don't dare to fly.
I'm very frightened of you. After we finish supper, I'll faint. Come home.
I'm the man of the family, the head of the house. Want to see Motto's new machine now! All right! Now let's go home. How long can that miserable horse of mine complain about his leg? Dear God, if I can walk on 2 legs, why can't he on 3? I know, I'm very upset about my horse. But he is one of your creatures. He has the same rights as I do. The right to be sick, the right to be hungry, the right to work like a horse. Dear God, I am sick and tired of pulling this cart. I know, I should just push it a while.
Tevye,
What is it?
Papa. She left home this morning with Fietka.
What?
I looked all over for her. I even went to the priest, and he said they were married.
Go home, Golden. We have other children at home. I have work to do. You have work to do.
But Papa!
Mama is dead to us! Go home, Golden. We will forget her. Go home! Little bird, little fatherland, I don't understand what's happening today. Everything is all blur. All I can see is a happy child, the sweet little bird you were, fatherland. Fiddler. Little bird, little Fiddler, you were always such a pretty little thing, everybody's favorite child. Gentle and kind and affectionate, what a sweet little bird you were, Fiddler, Fiddler.
Papa, I want to talk with you. Papa, stop. At least listen to me! Papa, I beg you to accept us!
Accept them? How can I accept them? Can I deny everything I believe in? The other hand, can I deny my own child? But how can I turn my back on my faith, on my people? If I try to bend that far, I will break. On the other hand, no, there is no other hand. No, Mama. No.
Golda, darling, I got the two boys I told you about. Golda! Golda, darling. Here they are. Wonderful boys and learned boys, Golda. From good families. Each of them a prize, a jewel. You couldn't do better for your girls. But just right from the top of the tree.
I don't know, Yenta. My girls are still so young.
So what? Do they look like grandfathers? Be vile? So be engaged, no looking around, nothing to worry about. The futures will be signed and sealed.
Which one for which one?
What's the difference? Take your pick.
Hold on. Step here.
Yes, but he's in the house. Is there some sort of
trouble?
Go call him.
Go home and tell your parents I will talk to them. Go.
What is this? Are you standing around like a pack of goats?
Tevye, have you seen the constable today?
No, why?
We heard some rumors in town. We thought, since you knew him so well, you could tell us what is true and what is not.
What rumors?
Someone from Zolodin told me that there was an edict issued at your castle.
Welcome, Your Honor. What's the good news in the world? I see you have company. They are my friends. He's just as well. What I have to say is for their ears also. Delia, how much time do you need to sell your house with all of your household goods? Why should I sell my house? Is it in anybody's way? I came here to tell you that you're going to have to leave Anatevka. How did I come to deserve such an honor? Well, not just you, of course, but all of you. I thought that you might be spared because of your daughter Hava. My daughter is dead. I understand. At any rate, it affects all of you. You have to leave. But this corner of the world has always been our home. Why should we leave? I don't know why. There's trouble in the world. Troublemakers. Like us. You aren't the only ones. Your people must leave all the villages. Zolodin, Ravalanka. The whole district must be empty. Empty? I have an order here. And it says that you must sell your homes and be out of here in 3 days.
3 days, are you insane?
You have known us all your life. You carry out this order. I have nothing to do with it. Don't you understand? We understand.
And what if we refuse to leave?
You will be forced out.
We'll defend ourselves.
Stay in our homes, protect our lands. Fight.
Against our army? I wouldn't advise it. I have some advice for you. Get off my land. This is still my home, still my land. Get off my land. You have 3 days.
After a lifetime, a piece of paper, get thee out. We should get together with the people of Zolodin. Maybe they have a plan. We must defend ourselves. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Very good. And then the whole world will be blind and toothless.
We've been waiting for the Messiah our whole lives. Would now be a good time for him to come?
Just have to wait for him someplace else. Let's get packing.
3 days. I have over 100 bottles of vodka. What am I going to do with them?
Where will I go? I have a wife, her parents, and 3 children.
Well, Anatevka hasn't been exactly the Garden of Eden.
That's true.
Draw. What have we got here? A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A pot.
A pan, a broom, a hat.
Someone should have taken a match to this place a long time ago.
A bench.
A tree.
So what's a stove?
Or a house.
People who pass through on it after don't even know they've been here.
Stick of wood. Piece of cloth.
What do we leave? Nothing much, only Anatevka.
That's why we always wear our hats.
Where will we live in America?
There's a labyrinth. Only he doesn't quite know it yet.
I wish you and the baby were coming with us.
We will be staying in Warsaw until we have enough money to join. Malta, be careful with this. They're goblets of our mother and father. May they rest in peace. Give to us on our way. Come, children. Come help me pack the rest of the clothes.
Golda, darling, I had to see you before I left because I have such news for you. Golda, darling, remember yesterday how I said I didn't know where to go, what to do with this whole nose? Well, now I know. You want to hear, of course you do. So, Golda, all my life I wanted to go to one place, and now I'll walk, I'll crawl, I'll get there. Guess where? You'll never guess. Golda, darling, what is it that we say every year at Passover? Next year, Jerusalem. Next year, the Holy Land. You're going to the Holy Land. You guessed! And you want to know why? In my sleep, my husband, my Aaron, came to me and he said, Yenta, go to the Holy Land. And usually, I wouldn't listen to him. As good as he was, too much brains, he was not blessed with. But in my sleep, that's a sign, right? So, somehow or other, I'm off to the Holy Land. And you want to know what I'll do there? I'm a matchmaker. No, I'll arrange marriages, yes. So I'm off to the Holy Land to help our people increase and multiply. It's my mission. So, goodbye, Golda. Hug me.
Goodbye, Yenta. Be well. Go in peace.
Maybe next time we'll meet on happier occasions. We vile, we suffer, we suffer. We suffer in silence, right? Of course, right.
Golda, we have to leave soon.
Leave. Sounds so easy.
We'll all be together soon. Mortal, Cycle, the baby, they'll come too, you'll see. But Mortal is a person.
Total and person. When will we ever see them?
They come visiting us from Siberia every Sabbath. You know what she writes. He sits in prison, she works, but soon he'll be released, and together they will turn the world upside down. He couldn't be happy. And we have the other children.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Come, Goldie, we have to leave.
I still have to sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor.
I don't want to leave a dirty house.
Well, tell you, I'm on my way.
Where are you going?
Chicago, in America. My wife, may she rest in peace. She has a brother there.
That's nice.
Hate him. But a relative is a brother. But
Goodbye, Lisa. Red Laser. Hi. Cycle, are they almost finished in there?
Almost, Papa. went inside and told Mama that you're here and you can... Mama. Papa. We came to say goodbye. We're also leaving this place. We're going to Krakow.
We cannot stay alone to do such things to others.
We wanted you to know that. Well, goodbye, Papa. Mom.
We too are moving. Some are driven away by edicts, others by silence. Come, Anna.
God be with you.
God be with you. He will write to you in America. If you went, will you stay with Uncle Abra?
Yes, Mom.
We'll be staying with Uncle Abra. We'll be staying with Uncle Abra. The whole world has to know our business.
Yelling at fish package!
Don't need your advice, Golden. Cycle, don't forget the baby. We have a train to catch and a boat. Jelke, Spritzel, put your body on.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Mama.
Work hard, Otto. Come to us soon.
I will, Vertingen.
Come, children. Golden, we don't need these pots.
Yes, we do!
All right, we'll take them.
Girl, stop that. Behave yourselves. Not in America yet.
Come, children. Let's go.
A7, thank you. Before we go, we have a couple people to thank, and I believe the gifts are being put out here as we speak. For this show, we had a lot of support and a lot of people helping us constantly to make this show possible. Because there's so many, we're going to do them in groups. Caroline, can you start? Yeah. Yep, just name them and then recommend.
To Miss Gallagher, Beth Cassidy, Mr. I always say his name. Nick. You know who you are. Not for me. Nick. Mr. Adams, Mr. Quigley, and that's all of that. We want to thank our cast coordinators who were so wonderful in getting us all together at each rehearsal. Courtney Simpson, Taylor Bridges, and Adrienne Fitch.
This is for Mr. Pierce, who has helped us a lot getting into character, makeup, beards, helps us get these things on and off every night, and he's just been a great friend and great support. And tonight is his wife's birthday, so.
Alright, these are for all the amazing costume ladies who helped us get dressed. Carla Crombie, Betsy McCall, Ellen Knowlton, Ian Mize, and Mrs. O'Connor.
Diane Gavrish, Pat Fennelly, and Lauren Pasquale.
Colleen Settle and Mariah Garbage.
Sure, okay. So these are all for everyone who helped out in every aspect, whether it was costumes or concessions or just to help us all make this amazing show what it was. So Mr. and Mrs. West, Mr. and Mrs. Strout, Kim Kirk, Pam LaFleur, and Julie Wood. So if you guys... This is for Miss Marcotte, who did all of our makeup and helped me make me look old.
Alright. This goes to the man who makes the music, Mr. Adams.
These are for our two dance captains who helped us look the way we do on stage and dance like we do. So Jenna Kalkabekia and Nikki Gobi.
Okay, Zion, Kayla Kylie, and Zora. Thank you.
Here goes out to our lighting director way up there, the immortal.
Alright, I don't get a mic. This is for Mr. McNamee for dealing with all of our crap.
Said, but he hasn't officially been recognized. The director of this show, without him, this would never have been possible. He keeps pushing us to do our best to create our character, become one, and that's what makes this show so amazing. So to Mr. Quigley, and we have a cast gift for you. Mishaps up here, so to be recognized, I want to call all the seniors up to the front of the stage.